So we're up and no one else is. So overnight in Dungloe. Great place. Cheap. Got the sun again, Brian. Yeah. It's not too cold. So I managed to get restarted at 9 o'clock. Great day again. Bit of sun over there. So we're just on the outskirts of Dungloe after the B&B. And of course I forgot my earbuds. Nice B&B that. €59 for 2 of us in 1 room, breakfast included. Honest sort of place. Great bar, get food there in the evening too. Recommend that. Lovely staff. And you can park your bikes around the back. There's a little car park. We just chained them, but I'm sure they're pretty safe around here. So we're complete some of the Wild Atlantic Way from here, Dungloe, around to Sligo. And once we hit Sligo, we're going to blast east, like Dublin way, because the snow's coming from the east. I'm just hoping we miss it. We should do. That's a lovely view. Bit more blustery today. That's where the weight of this bike comes in handy actually. It keeps you planted. You know, any big tourer is kind of up for that. RTs, GSs and Brian's Super 10 ahead. Quite blustery. And of course I forgot, it's St. Patrick's Day today, so we might run into the odd parade in the village somewhere. Looks like we might be up for a great sea view, the crest of this hill or bridge. Oh yeah, look at that, that's lovely. Great this time of year. Easy to get the B&B. We have plenty of rooms there. If you get weather like this, you're laughing. Where the fuck is Brian going? Yeah, down a dead end. I don't think so.
Down there. Maybe you missed up the point. And as it's going down there, there's no flood.
Can you skip a waypoint on that?
Just ignore it.
What?
Just ignore it.
Oh, okay. It's my navigation skills. My route app is brilliant, right? I've mentioned this before. But when you download it into your phone, say I'm using the Cigic nav software, and I split the route into 4 routes for these 2 days, 4 sections. But God forbid you miss a waypoint, because it totally screws up the route. And God forbid you close the route in the nav app, because it opens it again and tries to redirect you all the way back to the start, even though that's hundreds and hundreds of miles away. I'm coming to the conclusion that if I want to use my route app, which is fantastic, I'm going to have to invest in a motorcycle sat-nav, and I can't stomach the cost of one. That's the trouble. Like, my navigation has failed on this third part of the route. My app sends it to the nav on my phone, and it fails in the calculation and craps out and shuts the app. It's just proven to be too unreliable. So I have to save up for Christmas, I think. Wow, this is quite a gravelly road. Nice drop. Oh, look at that house down there. Or what was a house. Wonder if you can get to that beach. There must be some way. Parachute. Some structure. Some old fort or something. Lookout tower, who knows. Yeah. There's nothing particularly amazing, like amazing, wow, amazing about the Wild Atlantic Way. But it's all just really good quality, lovely to ride on. Like, you're not going to stop anywhere and see Elvis's grave or any other stuff like that. There are a few bits and bobs, but it's just a great place if you just like scenery, stunning ocean backdrops, and rugged roads. This one's actually quite gravelly, so that's why we're taking it kind of easy here. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Onwards and upwards. This gravel's loose. I think we're marginally off the route. It's very gravelly, a lot of loose gravel. Gotta concentrate on these. Roads. Keep the sun out of my eyes. This really is the Wild Atlantic Way. Oh, look at that. I'm not religious, but that's one of those Jesus things where the sun comes through the cloud. It's a bit slippery. It's a bit slippery. Let's off-road. What you want here is a little 250. No, we're going so slow I started cooking a bit now with all the heated gear, heated seats and grips. So they're all off now. I have enough layers to keep me warm. It's 4 degrees. When we started off, I was getting an ice warning on the dash. I think that kicked in at 4 degrees. But there's no ice around. It's fine. It's bone dry as well. Oh, look at these views, they're stunning. Now, if you were coming 2 up, you'd want a pillion who knows the score. Because it takes a bit of effort to keep control to stay in these, stay on a slither of tarmac. Those sheep know how to do it. It's no wonder the sat nav telling us it's something like 4 or 5 hours to Sligo. Because if we go at this speed, it's going to be 10 hours. This is where the hill hold comes in handy. Stopped on a hill, waiting for a jeep to get past. Oh, kind of windy there. Kind of steep, but I know you don't get that on the camera. I have to say, for a big bike, Tiger 1200s, you know, perfectly fine on these real back roads. Well, I've talked before about on the smaller back roads getting across Ireland. These really are back roads, covered in gravel. But you know, the bike's very manageable. It's not tiring to drive. You do have to concentrate a bit more. There's gravel everywhere and grass in the centre of the road. I've already lost my front end on one of the corners, the tiniest bit. Feels like you just slid in a yard around the bend, but of course you probably moved about a centimetre. But it's fine on these slower roads, really slow roads. It's not tiring to lug around. And all the things that make it a good bike on the long open road and make it a good bike in these small roads. Ah, letting us pass, thank you, sir. Very nice. I'd say the farmers around here, the sheep farmers, they're hardy folk, hard working too. Like you might hear a little bit in the microphone here. It's really quite windy here at the moment. So they're working outdoors. It's quite hardy up here in the winter. I know we're just coming out of winter here really, but it's very blustery. Actually, this is one of the times where, one of the few times where you can put your screen down. in a low position because you get no real benefit. Oh, that sounded not nice. That sounded like an electric motor under duress. Let's try that again. Yeah. Keep an eye on that. Or maybe just a WD-40 on the joints. Hello? Still got the godson going on over there. And the sea, of course. Big that it is, the Wild Atlantic. I think actually we're a little bit off. Well, I know we are. We're off the actual main Wild Atlantic Way route here. We really are on the ultra local coast road. Yeah. Just in case you think I was ignoring the old fella who moved over in the car, I was flashing him to say thanks. People are very nice really, aren't they? I just avoid that gravel patch. The suspension, if there was ever a test of the suspension, I'm in normal road mode and this is a really undulating road and it's doing a great job. I might try putting it on a bit softer and see if it will soak up some more of the bumps without getting bouncy. Hello? Lovely caravan. That's our accommodation tonight. Brilliant. That's Brian's room. Man and his dog. It's not all back roads like that though. So we're on a lovely road here now. Wow, it's windy. I'm talking loud because I don't even know whether you can hear me on the microphone. It's very windy, but this bike is solid as a rock. A lot of cycling routes marked around here, I'd say now. But it's like a lot of the Wild Atlantic Way actually in the northwest, the west in general. If you're into bicycling, cycling, they've done a lot for the cycle routes and information like that. Loads of great routes. I mean leisure cycling, you know. Not these packs of 50 cyclists on the road you can't overtake. In a car anyway. It's great for that round here. Look at this though. St. Patrick's Day. Place is dead. It's the time of year. Not every village will have a parade, of course. In fact, many won't. They'll congregate around another village down the road or something like that. Very nice. Something about cemeteries. Kind of look cool. Or am I just being morbid? This is a lovely road. love those lampposts. Alright. Brian wants to look at something. What's the story?
Here's my tea. The T was for town or touring. It's not, it's for the arsehole of nowhere. That's what that button is for.
What, on your sat nav?
No, the one for setting the modes on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was sport mode fairly fucking quick.
Did it? Yeah.
I cuffed at one stage and how the bike was going to go.
Don't worry, my bike's going to explode in a minute with the alarm. My bike's going to explode in a minute with the alarm.
I hope you got help the video because I didn't see one bit of what I was supposed to see.
Did you not?
No, I was going.
That's a nice bridge. Oh, I'm going to get run over. Oh no, I'm not. That's a nice bridge. Look at those lampposts. Don't those lampposts look lovely? It just takes a few extra euro, right, to make that bridge look gorgeous instead of some crappy galvanised whatever. Where are we? Right. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, I was looking for Sweeney Plumbing and Hardware. Grand, I found it. It's on the map. God for that. Oh, it's a very nice pot. If it's in my car, I'd take that. I wouldn't, of course. No. If I had my Trangia, I could stop in and make a coffee. But Brian wouldn't stop for an hour. Right, back on the steeds. I probably have about half a tank of fuel. So when you're following the Wild Atlantic Way, the signs are real easy. See that blue and the WAW, the wiggly line there for Narren, and it says S for south beside of it. There's only 3 signs for the Wild Atlantic Way. That, an S for south, and that, an N for north. And a lot of junctions, obviously, you come up, you have both. And then you'll see other signs, Wild Atlantic Way, and it will just point to a scenic point or a scenic part of the route. So it might be a beach head or a pier head or a lookout point. So yeah, don't get confused, they're not signs to carry on down the Wild Atlantic Way. They just say a suggested stop off point between your north and your south posts. Oh, look at this road, man. Ruined. I've put the bike into sport mode. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lovely. Oh, I bet that was lovely at one stage. That's such a shame. See, even the tourist destination spots. Gotta make money to stay open, and cost of doing business in Ireland is so expensive. And of course, when a tourist comes in, especially from Britain, where certain places, especially the north of England and Scotland, where prices can be really, really reasonable, Now I thought the B&B we were in last night was a great price, but drink's shocking, the price of drink. But then I'm used to that. I've lived here more than 20 years. When I go home and visit my mother, who's actually from Cork, but when I go back to England, well, I'll say that, when I did go back to England, she passed away, I could get Guinness for £2.20 a pint in the pub opposite her house. So what's that, €2.50? That's on a Monday night, that's a special. But it was only something like 20 pence dearer the other 6 days a week. And I think the cost of food and drink, I'd say a lot of people from Britain come here, say on a caravan or a car or the motorbike, and they come here once and go, geez, that was expensive. But that's because these places have to charge this much, because their rates are astronomical. Their insurance is through the roof. I own a small business in Ireland. Someone's pretending they tripped outside our place. Never happened. But my insurance has trebled. It's gone up 300% because of a claim. The claim's not even been settled. It never actually happened. But they'll give her money. I know they will. But my insurance has tripled for the business. And so you look at all these pubs and guest houses here, they're paying through the nose for insurance. I don't know what they'll be paying in rates here, but to keep staff on, the minimum wage is quite high here. It's actually not high for the cost of living in Ireland, but compared to the rest of Europe, it might be considered to be high. So a lot of these places, that's why you're paying €5-6 a pint. Yeah, that sticks in the gut of a lot of people from Britain, especially with Brexit and the falling pound, and their money doesn't go as far. Yeah, holiday homes for sale. The only thing I'll say is home ownership here can be cheap. Buying the thing is expensive, but there are no rates, or they're tiny. And you don't pay for water. That's a long story. That'd be a boring video to make. Joe, I think this bike is so versatile. It's like I'm on a, well, I won't say a 250, but it's like I'm scooting around these roads on a 500 or 750, something like that, dead easy. And I'm actually riding with the seat in the highest position all the time now. It's giving me a little less bend in the leg. But I think what's happened over the last couple of 1,000 kilometres, I think my springs have settled a bit and the bike's sitting a little bit lower than it did from new. And I actually find I can touch the ground a lot easier on it now, so of course it makes it comfortable, much more comfortable for the longer journeys. Just a little less acuteness on the leg. Acute as an angle acute, of course.